Hello, welcome to Val's Crafty Creations. Today I'm catching you up on all the May activities and swaps from Barb's group. First up we have our June calendar tag swap, and if you're new here, I've been doing this swap since January, and I used this 8x8 paper pad collection that I picked up at one of Donna's live sales, and I really love this collection because it gives you 2 sheets per month. The 8x8 paper size, it's perfect to use the second sheet with for my tag as the background, and then I sandwich a piece of craft paper in between, so I have a front and a back for each of my tags. And you see this little pouch, I collect all the different extra cutouts that I don't use. And here's my little stack of calendars. I received a calendar in a swap, and I shrunk these down 60%, and they work out perfect. I just trim them out, and so, but I always start with the paper collection and go from there. I needed some twine, and I had this little card from Jelly Bean, and so I went with the brown, and then I had this trim tassels on the bottom of my tag, and so there's that. And then of course I used my vintage photo and ground espresso around the edges, and I used my Nouveau drops in, let's see, it was bubblegum blush, and then in the glitter drops in the white blizzard. And then I needed some ribbon for the top of my tag, so I found this cream colored ribbon, and that'll be what I use to tie up the package as well. And then I had these little ribbon flowers on my desk, and then I looked in my pouch here and found a scrap from a previous month, and I use this to make my tag reinforcers for the top of my tag. I like to use my crocodile to make the holes, and then I use this 1/2-inch punch to cut the larger circle. It's worked out really perfect. Today I'll also be sharing with you what I received from my swap partner. Let's move this back here a little bit. And just an update. Here is the tag that I received from Barb last month, and I went ahead and added the acetate to the top, and so I was able to add that on my ring. And I did not yet receive my April tag, so I still have my April ones. Here's March from Barb, and February from Marie, and my January tag from Christine. So I went ahead and added their 2 names on because they had not signed the back. But yes, I've really been enjoying this. Haven't these ladies been doing such a lovely job with their tags? So let's put that over here. And then here's my tag for this month. So you can see the paper on the back, and you can see it's very thick. And I use some of the cut-aparts. Up here I always use the month cut-apart and layer it up. And I use some dictionary pages here on the background. Here's one of the ribbon flowers. And we go down here, we have the blue flowers, Dollar Tree sticker sheet. And I was going to use the extra petals too, but I just stuck with the 3. And this little flower here actually is the center of this one. It was popped up on some foam tape, and I pulled that off and then fussy cut around it. They always have like 3, let's see, you can see it here. This one has extra little petals. So I just trimmed those off and created a smaller one, which was perfect there. Here's 2 of the stamp cut-aparts from the collection. I fussy cut around those, inked my edges, put some foam tape in between, so that's all popped up. Little flowers here, and the Nouveau drops. There's another piece of dictionary page right behind the calendar. So, and the ribbon at the top, and the twine. So I think it came out great. I'm very excited to send this off to my swap partner. And, oh, I thought it needed a little bow at the bottom on top of the fringe here. The other swap I'm doing is the die cut swap for the group, and so I decided to do my little fairies, and so I've added one here. And what I like to do is put some cellophane behind it, and so this I create a second wing, and that's first one can be popped up there. So that's my tag, and here's the envelope from my swap partner. Isn't this an awesome tag? I just love the paper that she used in the background, and she used this kind of a mesh ribbon at the top, several different die cuts around the calendar. Look deep into nature and then you will understand everything better. And then, isn't this just beautiful paper? I'm not really sure what collection that is, but so there's that. And then she sent along some summer themed stickers and then some travel themed stickers, and those are going to be perfect. I needed those. I told her I couldn't believe it. I was actually going to search my stash and see if I could find some of those to go along with some Dollar Tree stickers to create a travel themed memory decks card coming up this next month. So isn't this a lovely tag from Sherry? She did a wonderful job. So let's set that to the side. Okay, and all these goodies here. And so we're going to get this ready to go out today. So we have our ribbon, the tag, and then I'll be putting in one of the cellophane bags that I get from Walmart. Then I have for my swap partner one of the extra little fairy die cuts, and I've layered up the wings here just the same. And there was a cut apart from the collection I didn't think I would use, so I put that in my bag. And it was a little small, but that's okay. I was fold that over, and it's perfect. So that's going to be one of my goodies. And then I used the rest of the cut apart to do a little background for this little bag. So we have that. And then I have this sheet of butterfly stickers that I picked up at Walmart, and it fits perfect in the bag. So that's going to be there. And then I'm thinking I'm going to divide this pack of the zigzag gem stickers from Dollar Tree up with her and a couple other swaps that I have coming up. I think extending a couple of the strips will be enough of a goodie. And then, if you recall one of the previous videos that I put up, I found some surprises in my craft area, the die cuts and stamped images from February and March, I believe. And so for this month's theme, we were to do a girl or mom die cuts or stamped images, and this was what I was going to use, but it didn't work out because you have to stamp and die, so it can't be one or the other. And then I was looking through my stash and I ended up finding this Julie Nutting doll I forgot I had, so I could have joined the stamp swap, but instead I just went ahead and did the die cut swap. So I have here my little fairy die. So it is actually a Cottage Cutz die, and so I used that, and this is the only scrap I have left from this poster board. I pick it up at Walmart, and you get 2 sheets of each color, and it wasn't very expensive. It was a great deal. Whenever I die cut these little fairies, I like to use that silver paper. So, but this is all I have left. And for the die cut swap, we needed 18. So I'm not quite done here, but here's them all cut out. And at first I was just kind of cutting random shapes. Then I decided to cut rectangles. The fairy is a little delicate. I wanted to include it in a background, and then that way it wouldn't get damaged in the shipping process. So, like I said, I need to finish, but here's all the little extra wings, and here's a few that I've finished here. So at first I was not going to pop all the little bits out of the front wing, but then I decided that I would go ahead and do that. So that's what it's going to look like when I send it off. And so yes, I just used these bags from Walmart, and it really makes a nice effect to have the iridescence showing through the wings. But so I'm going to finish up this tonight and get those off to Barb. So that's the second swap I'm working on. And next up, I participated in the monthly bingo game, and it came down to the very last day, and I was the winner. And if you're not familiar with that, we are given a list of 50 words to choose from, and we write down our 30 and send our list off to Sandy, and then we watch each day as the words are picked. And to pop on Facebook to check to see what was going on, and I couldn't believe it. The last two words were right there, and so I yelled bingo just as quick as possible. So in another video in the next couple of weeks, we will find out what my prize is going to be. I sure have been enjoying that other little 6x8 paper pad that I got from Sandy in one of the previous month's bingos. And so I'm sure it will be an awesome prize. So on Monday I shared the little game prizes I was getting ready to send out to the ladies. So the weekend following mine, Mother's Day weekend, there was someone else in charge, and for the two games that she did, one of them was to guess her mother's birth month, and the other was to guess her mother's name. And I went ahead and guessed October for the birth month because that's my mom's birth month, and I was the lucky winner. So as soon as I receive my prize, I'll go ahead and share that as well. I'm so excited. I'm going to go ahead and get the dies off to Barb, and my tag and goodies off to Jerry, and definitely looking forward to receiving my game prizes. Thanks so much for stopping by Val's Crafty Creations to check out what I've been working on. You take care, and we'll see you again really soon for another crafty video.